Hello, this is Giles Watson and welcome to CX Training. This is just a short introductory video to explain a little bit about CX Training and who CX Training are. Elsewhere on this channel, you're going to find lots of videos of actual content, the sort of stuff we teach, which I hope is going to be very helpful to you. But first of all, who are CX Training? Well, we're Brisbane-based. We're based in Brisbane and Queensland. We obviously do a lot of work in Queensland, but we also do work all the way around Australia, mainly the urban centres, Sydney and Melbourne on the eastern seaboard. But we work in a lot of places, and we don't just do fixed places. We come to you. We don't have our own workshop spaces. We come to you. That's one of our benefits. And we also do Zoom training. Obviously, with COVID-19, people are getting used to social distancing, and they've realized that training can work really well online. And we're big fans of using Zoom because it's got a lot of flexibility. You can do breakout rooms, you can do polls, you can do whiteboards, and the experience is really as good as nearly as good as it is in the classroom. So in our training, we like to coach people because we very much work on people as well as just deliver content. We also do coaching separately to training. We do conference presentations. We design courses. If you want to deliver it yourself internally, we will design it for you or with you. We do research, we do profiling. We do all the stuff that a training organization normally does, but our key thing is training. We like to work with people, develop mindsets and develop their skills. And we very much specialize in customer experience, which is where the CX comes from. We want your customers to love you. We want customer experience to be your competitive advantage. So we very much focus on that, customer experience and customer service. What is the difference between the two? Well, I'll be doing another video just on that topic, and we'll be investigating that. But essentially, customer service is what you do to customers. You will answer their questions. You will give them what they need. Customer experience goes further. It's not about what you do, it's how the customer feels. So there's a big focus on mindset, emotions, attitudes, and how you can influence all of that. And there's a big focus on mindset and attitudes in everything that CX Training do. So customer experience, customer service, customer relationships, and built into all of that is sales. You have to sell your services, you have to sell your products, but you have to ensure that your customers feel good about buying from you as well. So there's a massive overlap between customer experience and sales. Built into that is communication skills, which is questioning skills, listening skills, assertiveness, a lot more as well, just to make sure that you are listening, you are getting your message across, and there's no rapport barriers. We also look to build trust, build relationships, and everything else. We do get into pricing. Pricing is a specific skill in order to be able to lower customers' focus on price and get them focusing on value. There's specific things you need to do there, which we will talk you through. And whenever we've done training within an organization, there's also the issue of tension. So we look at team relationships. How can people work better together, both in delivering customer experience and generally? Often we find the same communication challenges within a team as we often do between individuals and their customers. So these are the areas we focus on. There's a lot of different content within each of these areas, and we try and develop the content which is going to best serve you. So why CX Training? Three main reasons where we think we stand out from other training organizations. First of all, everything is tailored to your specific needs. That's your customers, your team, and what your objectives are as a team or as an organization. With many training organizations, if you ask for a course on customer experience, they'll pick one off the shelf and say, here it is, and it's going to fit you. We don't do that. We really get to understand you. We understand your priorities. There are a vast number of ways that you can address customer experience, address sales, address conflicts, depending on your team, your customers, and your objectives. So everything we do is absolutely tailored to you. Another difference is we focus on the mindset first. A lot of training organizations focus on delivering information, which is a good start maybe, or developing skills. What we find is if the training just focuses on skills, i.e. developing new techniques or approaches, often it doesn't help to change behaviors, because behaviors are driven by our emotions, our attitudes, our beliefs about ourselves, about our customers, what's possible and what's not possible. So we think it's necessary to challenge these mindsets first. For instance, in sales, you have a lot of barriers to successful high-performing sales team come from the individuals themselves. They tell themselves, oh, I can't do that. I can't ask that question. I can't contact the CEO. I can't do this. That won't work. And they are limiting themselves. So we always try and focus on getting a healthy attitude to customer experience or sales first, and then we lay the skills on top. So we don't just deliver content, we work on people. And that means a lot of questions, a lot of workshops, a lot of interactivity, so that we get people to challenge their own beliefs, challenge their own attitudes, look at things with a new perspective, so they're more receptive to the content and the skills and the information we give them afterwards. But we think it's necessary to focus on people and the mindset first. Otherwise, they're just going to dismiss different content. They're going to think, that won't work, I can't do that, I'm different. And we like to challenge that first off. Then they're more receptive to the skills and the rest of the training. The third reason we're different is we like to make sure that whatever we do stick. We're well aware that a lot of what goes on in a training room either bounces off people or might stick for a week or so and then it goes away. So we want to make sure that you get value for money out of whatever training you invest in the sense that it truly changes behaviors. So there's a number of things we can do in the classroom by challenging attitudes. We also try and finish every workshop with a set of behavioral objectives. See if we can get people to commit to working to things. So at the end of every workshop, we ask people, what are you going to do differently? What are you going to start doing? What are you going to stop doing? What are you going to think about? What are you going to continue doing? Wherever possible, we like to follow up with coaching, or even better, we like to work with the individual leaders and managers within an organization and help them with the coaching and performance management they do. Because a lot of the efforts to bring behavioral change doesn't happen just from the changing rooms. It happens from the actions of peers and managers and supervisors with people actually in their role, listening in, giving feedback, challenging people when they come up with excuses as to why they're not demonstrating certain behaviors. So that's why we think we're different. Everything's tailored to you. We focus on people's mindset, attitudes, and emotions first, and we like to make sure that it sticks. So we would love to work with you. Give us a call. We'll give you a free consultation. We'll give you some free ideas on whatever your challenge is. So there's our website. There's our email and our phone number. Give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Thank you very much.